The following program contains the opinions of its host and guests, not those of this network. The opinions expressed are for non-commercial informational purposes only. Listeners are cautioned not to rely on program content to treat or prevent disease, but are advised to consult with a licensed healthcare professional where they live for diagnosis and treatment of disease.
And now, the superstar of alternative health and purveyor of medical truth, Dr. Joel Wallach.
Hello and welcome to Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Dr. Joel Wallach, your host, a veterinarian and physician. And I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to die at 75.5 like their parents and grandparents. I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to be sick and miserable for the last 10 to 15 years of their life like their parents and grandparents. We do have lines open. And give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And if you want to get a hold of my books and CDs and DVDs, you can go to, my website, www.drjwallach.com, www.drjwallach.com. If you're not into the Internet, wellness publications for my books and CDs and DVDs do have a toll-free number, 1-800-755-4656, 1-800-755-4656. Now, and to tell you, again, I urge you to, if you're considering buying some of the books and CDs and DVDs, be sure you do it in the next couple of weeks, because after that, right now we have the new brochure, the new education brochure at the printers. When it comes out, these are the new prices, because obviously the printing is much more expensive than it was 5 years ago. So, and of course, if you buy 10 of any one title, you get a big discount there. So ponder on it, think about it, and order if you need to, and, get the discounted prices, and you'll be happy. Get them in time for holiday presents and so forth. All right. So what are we here for? Okay. We're here to help you maximize your health and your longevity. We're here to maximize your health and longevity. This is not difficult, but you have to be persistent. You have to stay on the path. You start getting off the path and doing weird things, it costs you years. Okay? For instance, emergency room doctors, you've heard me say this before, emergency room doctors in the United States, their life expectancy is 58. In the United States, our life expectancy is 75 to 79, depending on whose data you're looking at. Let's see, in Australia it's 82.9, in New Zealand it's 82.3, Japan it's 84.7, Canada is 84. Let's see here, UK is 81, Italy is 83. Let's see here, Denmark is 77.2. Ukraine is 71. Spain is 82. Germany is 81.26. Let's see here, Egypt is 71, and Sweden is 82.7. All right, and so we're not very high up there. We actually, when it comes to longevity in America, we rank about 45th. Out of the industrialized nations, we rank 45th in health and longevity. Even though we spend more money for healthcare than all these other nations combined, we're not getting the bang for the buck. Okay, doctors mostly treat symptoms. I'll repeat that. Doctors mostly treat symptoms. They don't do much about prevention, is where we come from. Okay, prevention is your best friend. Prevention is your best friend. And so I would kind of think in those terms. U.S. Senate Document 264 was published by the U.S. Senate in 1936. And in that document, 264, U.S. Senate Document 264, U.S. Senate said there's no longer sufficient nutritional minerals in our farm soils in America to support long, healthy life in humans. Okay, well, that keeps piling on. I want you to get a hold of that book, Rare Earths Forbidden Cures. Go to chapter 1011. It starts at page 272. Tells you how to collect hair, where to ship it, how to package it. Don't forget to put the check in with it, because the lab won't run the test without the check. And the purpose of the hair analysis, you'll get the results back on two charts, within 2-3 weeks. the purpose of that is one chart is nutritional minerals, where are you at? If they're all below the bottom line, that means you're not absorbing. That means you're eating gluten or you're eating buckwheat. You're doing something bad and not absorbing, okay? And so they should be kind of scattered all over the place if you're not supplementing. If they're supplementing, they should all be in the high normal, okay? And then also there's a chart, the second chart, where it talks about toxic minerals, lead, mercury, uranium, and things like that. Very important to know about. People complain, yeah, I was in the military for 10, 12, 15, 20 years, and I know I got toxic metals. Well, have you ever tested for it? No. Okay, we'll get the hair analysis, and you'll be able to find out if you're just, whistling in the wind, or if you do have a problem. If you do have a problem, we can help you deal with that. So there you go. Also, again, I urge you to get a hold of these books and CD sets. One of my favorites is The Truth About Nutrition. It's a CD, it's a DVD, and a book, and goes into why you have to supplement. There's just no doubt about it, why you have to supplement. And then the book and the CD, it's all in your head, goes into 37 different diseases that are caused by osteoporosis of the skull. And your doctor will send you to maybe 6, 8, 10, 12 different specialists, medical specialists, when all these problems, from struggle swallowing, your voice is changing, you have receding gums, you have headaches, you have a fast heart rate, atrial fibrillation, you have asthma, you have sciatica, back pain, hip pain, they want to cut your leg off and give you an artificial leg, all this stuff. It's really just nutritional deficiencies. Type 2 diabetes makes up 98% of the diabetic population, and type 2 diabetes is a very simple nutritional deficiency disease. It's not genetic or autoimmune, and same way with high blood pressure, very simple to prevent and reverse high blood pressure. And so I always say give us 90 days. It'll blow your mind. And, of course, we have the book Hell's Kitchen. It goes into the transition from wood and coal as fuel to electricity. Well, what did that mean? Well, when we're using wood and coal for fuel, we're putting the wood ashes, which are 98% minerals and only 2 or 3% carbon, into our gardens for fertilizer. The plants are sucking up the minerals. We're eating the vegetables and the beans and let's see here. We're eating the fruit, okay, and the berries and getting all those minerals. Well, now we only have electricity. If you're not constantly proactively supplementing, you're not getting your nutrients. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you've got questions for Dr. Wallach, call us weekdays between noon and 1 p.m. Pacific Time at 831-685-1080. Toll free, 888-379-2552. Call throughout the hour as we do have lines that open up.
If you're looking for a quality multivitamin and mineral product, grab yourself Longevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine, a blend of plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. This all-natural product contains no starch, wheat, or yeast, with no artificial sweeteners or preservatives, and it's glycemic friendly. Each scoop of the NutriCrystals contain equal amounts of all the nutrients. It starts out as a liquid, then is freeze-dried to ensure each scoop has the same nutrients as the last scoop. So if you want to get your hands on a quality nutritional supplement designed to give the body the raw materials it needs to rebuild, Longevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine is available in 1-pound canisters and also in 30-count on-the-go stick packs. Contact your local Longevity associate and get this great multivitamin and mineral product, and don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
Hello, Judy DeVilbus here. If I could only afford to get one product out of everything, that product would be the Ultimate Classic. It has the vitamins, the minerals, the bioflavonoids. It even has grapeseed extract. The one product that would give you just about everything under the sun you would need for a perfect nutritional program would be the Ultimate Classic. By the way, people that are on the go, it's very, very hard to take the liquids with them when they go on their trip to get their supplements in every day. Well, you know something? You can use the Ultimate Daily Tablets and the Mineral Capsules. When I'm going on a trip, if I have enough room, I just take the 2 bottles with me. If not, just use a little baggie and take a couple of daily doses with you. It's very simple. It's very easy. There's no mess, no fuss, no refrigeration. Just take your capsules, take your tablets, and you're finished for the day.
To order these products, call your local Longevity distributor today.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity and Eye Practice Aid. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Don't forget my website, www.drjwallach.com. And if you're not into the Internet, you go to Wellness Publications for my books and CDs and DVDs. A toll-free number, 1-800-755-4656, 1-800-755-4656. And I want to talk to you just briefly here about a couple of these diseases that just blows your mind. Arthritis and osteoporosis are two of my favorite diseases, and it's because they're so simple. They're related. Arthritis is osteoporosis of the joints. Okay, so it's what should I say? They're giving it a little bit different name because it's in the joints instead of the long part of the bone, but it's the same disease essentially. And we spend each year in America alone, we spend just to treat the symptoms of arthritis, not to prevent it or cure it, okay, just to treat the symptoms, $626.8 billion. Holy moly, $626.8 billion just to treat the symptoms of arthritis in the United States annually, each year. Now, here comes the big one. Osteoporosis, okay, which covers just the long parts of the bones, like your femur and your tibia and your humerus and that sort of stuff. And doctors, of course, want to amputate your legs and give you artificial limbs and all that kind of, but insurance pays, right? But when it comes to just treating osteoporosis, and let's just say the United States alone, we spend just treating osteoporosis symptoms, not preventing or curing it, $2.2 trillion with a T, $2.2 trillion a year. Holy moly. When you take the U.S., Canada, and the EU, European Union combined, it's $6.5 trillion per year just to treat the symptoms of osteoporosis, not to prevent or to cure it. So don't buy into that. Don't just be part of the system that milks your insurance policies. What you want to do is get rid of these diseases. They're easy to get rid of because they're all just simple nutritional deficiency diseases. It'll cost you pennies a day to get rid of these diseases. It'll cost you pennies a day to prevent them. But you have to be proactive and go for the approach of, I'm going to get rid of the disease, not just treat the symptoms. And so if you do all that, that's going to really, really, really benefit you. Now, this is true for over 600 different diseases. We have programs for over 600 different health problems, 600 different health problems. We have 5,000 products, okay? And a summary of my thesis, which is in the Smithsonian Institute of Natural Treasure, all right? It's in the Smithsonian Institute of Natural Treasure called The Diseases of Exotic Animals, and it's being reprinted as we're speaking here. It's sold for $25,000 each. Showed there were no genetically transmitted diseases, showed there were no autoimmune diseases. They're all nutritional deficiencies. That's why it's sold for $25,000 each. Well, very few people are going to spend $25,000 for a book. Self-help book. So we did a summary of all the information, put it into a book called Epigenetics. We started a whole new science called Epigenetics, and the books Epigenetics sell for $25, not $25,000, but $25. And it goes into all these diseases that doctors are getting paid billions of dollars, literally billions of dollars and trillions of dollars every year just to treat the symptoms. And you can prevent them and you can reverse them literally for pennies, okay? So I urge you to get a hold of that book, Epigenetics. And again, you go to www.drjwallach.com, www.drjwallach.com, or you can go to my toll-free number at Wellness Publications, 1-800-755-4656, 1-800-755-4656. And remember, the new educational brochure with all the books that we and CDs and DVDs that we have and the prices they sell for, okay, and the various bargain combinations and so forth. If you wait for that new brochure to come out, which will be just a couple of weeks, you're going to pay the higher prices. So if you've been pondering ordering a book or two or a whole set or whatever, do it now, and you will save yourself considerable amounts of money. And you're going to get that information for yourself and your family, your community, your church, your neighborhood, your workmates. And you can do this as a business, okay, and get tax deductions for running the business out of your home. And, based on the amount of sales you have, we send you a check every month based on the volume you create. And so it's a win-win-win situation. You pay wholesale prices for the products, and I pay shipping if you get on auto ship. Holy moly. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you've got questions for Dr. Wallach, call us weekdays between noon and 1 p.m. Pacific Time at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. Call throughout the hours. We do have lines that open up.
Many believe that all life began in the Earth's oceans. We do know that the oceans and seas are still abundant with life and life-sustaining nutrients. Many cultures have long believed in the life-giving properties of plants and sea life harvested from the oceans. Youngevity's Ocean's Gold is a proprietary blend of seaweeds, algae, mosses, kelp, sea cucumbers, and sea minerals, as well as coenzyme Q10, calcium, and iron, all designed to help support healthy thyroid function, regular heartbeat, normal weight, mood stabilization, and hormone levels. Take advantage of life-sustaining nutrients from the Earth's oceans with Youngevity's Ocean's Gold. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
In recent years, several studies have discovered the healthy benefits of drinking coffee. Youngevity has now taken it a step further with an entire product line of healthy coffees from Youngevity's JavaFit selection of top-shelf gourmet coffees. All JavaFit coffees are made from 100% premium, hand-selected Arabica coffee beans grown in the finest regions of Latin America. All are carefully roasted, creating a delicious, rich, full-bodied flavor. For an extra boost, try JavaFit's Energy Extreme 62, a proprietary blend of nutrients including cambogia, green tea extract, an extra shot of caffeine, and niacin, designed to support metabolism and enhance physical performance. Available in single cup or single pot packs. Contact your local Youngevity distributor to get Jovolution coffees. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95%. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Don't forget the website, www.drjwallach.com. If you're not into the Internet, you can go to toll-free, 1-800-755-4656, 1-800-755-4656. Charmaine, are you there?
I'm here, yes. Yep.
Okay, you've been with us for 32-plus years, and I'm assuming you're going to be with us for at least another 32 years. So,
well, I hope so, yeah.
Well, we're going there, babe. Okay, and so I need to know what are the most common nutritional deficiency disease that you see in Michigan and in Wisconsin and Illinois and all kind of the central states. What are the most common nutritional deficiency diseases?
I think diabetes, arthritis, osteoporosis of the skull, things like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. And do we have the capacity to help people with those problems?
Absolutely. They're all nutritional deficiency problems.
And are they reversible?
Absolutely, yes. You just have to avoid the bad stuff and take in the good stuff. It's as simple as that, really.
Is that simple, huh?
It is, really. It really is that simple, yes.
Okay, now I do have to ask this, because you're making this sound so easy. Let's see here. What would you give somebody if they came to you and they had diabetes and arthritis? What would you do for them if they had type 2 diabetes and arthritis?
Well, I would get them on a healthy blood sugar pack for 100 pounds of body weight, and I would add to it the MSM and the Fucoid Z and the glucogel for the arthritis problem.
Well, there you go. You get an A+. You get an A+, and both of those diseases will go away, right?
They should if everybody does what they're supposed to do, yes. And if it doesn't work, it's either because they're underdosing or they're eating gluten and or sugar and stuff like that, which is neutralizing the supplements. So
okay. In addition to not eating gluten, wheat, bran, around oats, not eating sugar, what else should they avoid because it interrupts the absorption of nutrients?
Peanuts, barley, and of course sugar. Sugar neutralizing supplements.
And buck what?
And buckwheat, yes.
And buckwheat, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, wheat, bran, around oats has gluten in it, and buckwheat has phagopyrins. Okay, most people have never heard of phagopyrins, but that's kind of like the equivalent of gluten in wheat, bran, around oats. And buckwheat is kind of a quiet, dangerous killer. It takes a little bit longer to kill you than wheat, bran, around oats does, but it does kill you because it prevents the absorption of these nutrients, and you wind up with lupus, and you wind up with fibromyalgia, and irritable bowel syndrome, and Crohn's disease, and celiac disease, and diverticulitis, and you wind up with metabolic syndrome, which is obesity, diabetes, and high blood pressure. You wind up with demyelinization of your brain and spinal cord, and get all these other diseases. Okay? And it's all just from eating buckwheat. Holy moly. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you've got questions for Dr. Wallach, call us weekdays between noon and 1 p.m. Pacific Time at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. Call throughout the hours. We do have lines that open up. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables, and besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Longevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Longevity home-based business opportunities.
This is the ZBS Radio Network.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. That's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Don't forget my website, www.drjwallach.com. And let's see here, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Virginia. And Robert, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Robert. You're on the air. How can we help you, sir?
Yes, sir. I heard a report from my mineral company that pink salt out of Pakistan just may have heavy metal in it and a variety of other dangerous material in it, probably radiation. I just don't know if you want to research that, find out for sure, but I heard a bad report on pink salt out of Pakistan.
Okay, you're saying pink, P-I-N-K, salt from Pakistan?
Yeah, the regular pink salt we're all familiar with from out of Pakistan. I think that's the only one country it comes from. I don't know. I needed to tell you that because...
Yeah, well, ours comes from the Himalayan mountains, where they have the longest-lived people on Earth, the Hunzas. So we got ours where the Hunzas are, and so we're good. But I will check that out. You say this pink salt is from where?
Pakistan.
Pakistan, okay. Pakistan, pinks. Okay, I'll check that out. Thank you so very much.
I got a question to ask you about me, please.
Yes, sir. Please, go ahead.
I lost integrity of my bottom where I'm sitting on the spine. Will I ever regenerate that loss of integrity of my bottom?
Now, when you say loss of the integrity of your bottom, are you having diarrhea? Do you have hemorrhoids? Do you have pain? What's going on?
Muscle elasticity, muscle strength where I'm sitting on the spine. And that's the most irritating thing.
Okay, so your bottom hurts when you sit down.
Yes, in the center and on the sides. I'm so thin.
Okay. How old are you, sir?
I'm 68 years old.
Okay, and how tall are you and what do you weigh?
I'm very much underweight. I'm 6'2".
Underweight, you're less than 100 pounds?
Well, no, about 130.
Okay.
Still well under.
All right. Okay. Now, I do have to ask this question. Do you have any ringing in your ears? Any buzzing or ringing in your ear?
I already know I got osteoporosis of the skull. I've been through that.
Okay, good.
Would that?
Yeah. How many times a night? Yeah, exactly. Because your skull can be squeezing the spinal cord, causing this pain. South from the spinal cord all the way down to your tailbone. And
Oh my God.
how many times at night do you wake up to urinate? Once, 3 times, 5 times?
Once, sometimes twice, sometimes none at all.
Okay.
That's the bladder too, as well being messed up.
Okay. Well, that's the urinary bladder, right? Mm-hmm. And the urinary bladder is being squeezed the spinal cord is being squeezed by the skull, and the spinal cord is telling the urinary bladder to urinate, and that's why you're having that little bit of trouble there. And so, Charmaine, what would you do? What would you do for this guy? What would you do for Robert here?
Well, I would get him on a healthy brain and heart pack. I get him on MSM, Fucoid Z, vitamin D3 for absorption, and I'd get him on some Synaptive also. And,
okay. And what would you have him get rid of?
Get rid of all the no wheat, barley, rye, roast, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, no oils, and no buckwheat, and no peanuts. And that should take care of his problem.
And then call us in 2 weeks from now, Robert, and then call us 2 weeks and 4 weeks and 6 weeks and so forth, because you're going to have a great story. Everything, you're concerned about is fixable. We'll be back after these messages.
And that does open a line. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call us weekdays between noon and 1 p.m. Pacific time at 831-685-1080. Toll free, 888-379-2552. Call throughout the hours. We do have lines that open up. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it, too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Excuse me, Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And let's see here. Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Texas. And Patrick, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Patrick. You're on the air. How can we help you, sir?
Hey, Dr. Wallach. Number one, I just want to thank you and your family and your team for all the work that you've done over the years. I've been following you for about a year and a half.
Okay, well, you're very kind. Thank you. How can we help you today?
So my wife recently got diagnosed with postpartum psychosis, This is child.
Okay, now you're breaking up. You're away from your phone or something. You said she has postpartum what?
Can you hear me okay?
Now I can, yes.
Okay. She got recently diagnosed with postpartum psychosis.
Okay.
This is child number 4. I've been working to get her on the diet. She's aware of the diet. And I've also got her a healthy heart and brain pack and some D-radical. I was trying
Okay, let me ask you a couple of quick questions here, and you got to get closer to the phone because you keep going in and out. Okay.
Okay.
And so let's see here. How old is your wife, and how much does she weigh?
She is 32 years old, and she's about 140 pounds.
Okay. Let's see here. How many times does she wake up at night to urinate? Once, 3 times, 5 times, 10 times?
I'd say about once every night.
Okay. All right. Does she complain about ringing in the ears or dizziness? Does she need a walker to get around?
No, she does not.
Does she have any high blood pressure or diabetes?
No.
Okay. And so most of her problems are mental stuff up in the head, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, it could be simple nutritional deficiencies, or it could be something worse like MS, multiple sclerosis. Has she had an MRI? Has she had a magnetic resonance imaging test to see how her myelin, the white matter of brain's doing?
No, she hasn't had an MRI yet.
Well, she needs to get that test. All right. And Charmaine, what would you do for this lady who has psychosis? She's 140 pounds. We don't know a whole lot, but she has psychosis. She doesn't have any other typical complaints of her age. No diabetes, no arthritis, anything like that. And so what would you do for her since she has a psychosis, a mental problem?
Well, she's got to get off the gluten, of course. No wheat, barley, rye, oats, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, no oils, no peanuts, and no buckwheat. And then I would get her on a healthy brain and heart pack, and I would add to that collagen peptides, Ultimate Daily Classic, Synaptive.
Yeah, 3 of those twice.
And some MSM, and that should take care of.
Well, how many eggs a day should she be eating?
Oh, she needs at least 6, I would say.
Yeah, 3 twice a day. Yeah, 3 twice a day with soft yolk, soft boiled, soft poached, not hard boiled, not fried. And then do get one of those MRIs. Get a magnetic resonance imaging to find out if she has MS, multiple sclerosis. That'll be very common. It's very, very common in the United States, and people get misdiagnosed. Doctors just don't do that test often enough. Okay? So we're looking forward to hearing from you so we get more information. Okay, let's see here. Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to California. And Becca, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Becca. You're on the air. How can we help you?
Hi, Dr. Wallach. So I spent the morning on the phone with a gentleman that is in law enforcement, and he's only 33 years old. He's 6'2", 180 pounds, very fit, in law enforcement, and he's on his 3rd surgery to replace a torn patella tendon because they couldn't get it right the first 2 times. So, Dr. Wallach, what would you recommend? And Shar, what would you recommend that we recommend for him to help him in this process?
Okay, he has no other complaints, no ringing in his ears, no balance problems. Do you know how many times a night he wakes up to urinate?
I asked him that, and he said none. So he has no
ringing
in the ears, nothing like that.
So his only complaint is that 3 knee surgeries.
He's had 3 knee surgeries on the same. He's having the 3rd one tomorrow on the same knee.
Okay. So Charmaine, what would you do? What would you do for this police officer who has had going on 3 knee surgeries?
First of all, he's got to get on a gluten-free diet. No wheat, barley, rye, or oats, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, no oils, no peanuts, and no buckwheat. And then I would get him on 2 healthy brain and heart packs, and I would add the collagen peptides, MSM, fucoid Z, glucogel, and those are all things for the tendons and cartilage and everything. And vitamin D3 for absorption, and that should take care of all the issues he has.
Yeah, assuming it's all in his knee, okay? And so let's think about this a minute. I think he probably should get a hair analysis, okay? You know, he can get that book, Rare Earthman Cures, and go to chapters 10 and 11, get a hair analysis, and it starts at page 272. Let's find out where his minerals are at, if he's got any toxic minerals in them, because we don't know if those doctors' diagnoses are correct. They may just have kids in college and tuitionists do. You understand what we're saying here? And so it's one of those things where we need to follow, Char's suggestions there. That's a good place to start. But it wouldn't hurt to have him go to a chiropractor and get an examination of his neck and his back, and let's find out if he does have osteoporosis of the skull. And so the whole thing may be due to the skull squeezing his spinal cord. And this knee issue could be due to the skull squeezing the spinal cord. Okay? And so this doesn't sound right. All right? And so I know what they're thinking. Boy, if this third one doesn't work, we're going to cut his leg off and give him an artificial leg. All right? And so let's kind of examine this and see if he does have a problem with his skull. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. And if I can add one more thing, I was talking to somebody else that's in the military, and they're giving them these little packets to add to their water. And as I looked at them, they have potassium and sodium. That's it, Dr. Wallach. And they're telling them that's going to give them all the electrolytes that they need. Rebound would be better, wouldn't it?
Our plant-derived colloidal minerals, has 78 minerals in it. It would be much better.
All right. And then the mineral sticks that has the minerals and the collagen to help support the tendons.
Exactly. Those mineral sticks. There's 30 of them, I think, in a box. The mineral sticks, and then also the let's see here. I also like the energy drink. The Rebound, and it comes in sticks, 30 in a box. But you're right. The sticks that have the collagen in it, there's 30 of those in a box. And so these are the sort of things. I'd get this military guy on those. Absolutely. You get an A+.
All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate and love
Thank
you
you
both.
Okay. Well, love you too. And please do, keep us up to date on this guy. Okay. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you've got questions for Dr. Wallach, call us weekdays between noon and 1 p.m. Pacific at 831-685-1080. Toll free, 888-379-2552. Call throughout the hours. We do have lines that open up. Aromatherapy oils have been prized by ancient cultures for thousands of years. Longevity's ancient legacy, True Aromatherapy, is no exception. Essential oils are the fragrant life essence from plants that are gently removed through the process of steam distillation. Longevity's ancient legacy essential oils are of the purest concentrations from the most respected and ethical distillers worldwide. Many of Ancient Legacy's oils come directly from families in the East which have been distilling essential oils for over 100 years. For life's everyday aches and pains, such as sprained ankles, pulled muscles, and other bumps and bruises, try Ancient Legacy Trauma Oil.
which contains essential oils traditionally known to help with pain, swelling, and inflammation. To learn more about aromatherapy and essential oils, contact your local Longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about business opportunities.
If you're the type of person who likes to volunteer and help others, this should interest you. What better way to help people than to help them with improved health? Longevity has been helping people promote optimal health, among others, for decades. Our approach to health is drastically different than medical doctors, who mostly only treat symptoms. As a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that many common disease states are actually preventable and reversible. Our mission is to help people achieve overall health and wellness, and to help educate others to achieve optimal wellness as well. And here's the best part. While helping people with their health and wellness, you'll also be able to build your very own home-based business. For more information, contact your local Longevity associate. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity 95 Crusade. And let's see here, Doug. Let's go to callers or emails.
Let's head to Massachusetts. And David, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hi, Dr. Wallach.
Hello, David.
Hi,
yes, sir. Okay. We only got to start time, so get to it.
It's about anatomy. Say, for instance, I noticed on my own self that my hair grows faster on one side of my head than the other. And it's about that the human body is not asymmetric, we're one-handed or the other, we're left-handed or right-handed. If you want to kick, you favor one side or the other. Even if in illness, such as a stroke, you stroke only one side of your body. So I'm trying to say that there's not 100% even Stevens left and right in the human body. Is that by design, or being that the human body is so complicated and so mysterious that?
Yeah, well, you hit the nail on the head. The human body is divine and mysterious, and so your observations are quite correct. And so whether that was by design or it's a matter of things happen. Why are people right-handed and some people left-handed? All these things do tend to have a tendency towards one side or the other. And so what the ultimate underlying cause of that is, it's hard to say. I don't know that anybody's ever figured that out.
No, they're not the same size. They're not. One foot is slightly bigger than the other. One leg is slightly longer than the other. We're not even Stevens, and we're not asymmetric.
That's correct. And so maybe it's because we don't have enough nutrition to make both sides work at the same pace and at the same rate of growth. And if we had more nutrition, it could be a good experiment where we, cut the nutrients and see what happens in laboratory animals, and then double the nutrition, and see if there's a difference between right and left on low nutrition compared with high nutrition. So that'd be a good experiment. That's a very good question. I'll do some I'll do some reading on that one, David. So hopefully I'll have an answer for you here in a couple of weeks, okay?
Yes, sir.
And so that's a good one. And so, again, I do want to recommend that everybody contact us, get a minimum of the 90. And, we even take people who are in comas or unconscious. We just rub the plant minerals on them, and in 3 days' time, and the doctor said they only have hours to live, and in 3 days' time they wake up and go back to work 10 years ago, and they're still going to work. We have a CD and a DVD set called Praise the Lord and Pass to 90. It tells a story about Pastor Mike Freeman, who was in a hospital, and he was expected to die in hours, and we rubbed the plant minerals on him because he didn't have a G-tube or an IV or anything. We just rubbed the minerals on him. 3 days later, he wakes up, and he's been working 10 days a week forever since then, okay? And so it's one of those things where you want to get a hold of that CD set, and that'll give you some more information, David. The CD and the DVD set is called Praise the Lord and Pass to 90, and it will blow your mind because you rub those minerals on people, and they absorb them through the skin. You don't have to swallow them. So a lot of people, they just put them in their mouth, they absorb it through their mouth because they don't want to swallow them. So maybe they have a sore throat or something like that. But the minerals will find their way in if you have close contact with it, either in your mouth, your throat, your outside skin, on your scalp, rub it in your hair. and so this is one of those things where we do have many, many, many stories like this. And that's why we want people to go to www.com, www.drjwallach.com, www.drjwallach.com, and get a hold of the books and the CDs and DVDs because it'll answer a lot of your questions or at least get you to think about thoughts on your questions. But we're going to do some investigating so we can answer the question for David. All right. Well, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Charmaine. Beautiful job as usual. Thank you so much, Doug. Superb job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. God bless the American flag. And God bless America.